What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching William Zepeda versus Mercito Gesta, and this was a 12 rounder in the lightweight division. And this fight was Saturday, September 16th, from the Commerce Casino in Commerce, California. And this fight was broadcasted on DAZN. And in this fight, William Zepeda was able to get a very impressive 6th-round stoppage victory over Mercito Gesta. Leading up to the stoppage, I had this bout scored 50-45 in favor of William Zepeda. So I know this was expected. I predicted a stoppage win in the middle rounds for Zepeda, and almost everyone else predicted a stoppage win for Zepeda in the middle rounds. But I wasn't expecting him to throw like over 100 punches, or just about like 100 punches almost every single round. He threw like up to like 430 punches when the fight was stopped. It was a very good performance. He landed over 200, almost close to 250 punches by the end of the fight. It was just a display of sheer volume and viciousness from Zepeda. So just to break this fight down round by round, the closest round of the fight was the opening round, and it was not really a close round. Gesta wasn't doing that bad, landing some shots from the outside, but it was fought at a fast pace from the start. And the punch stats were pretty close after the first round. 16 landed for Gesta and 21 landed for Zepeda. But Zepeda was just landing the harder shots in the first round. But it didn't look like it was going to be much of a higher pace than that. It looked like that was sort of really a good spot in the fight in that first round. It looked like it was going to be set up to be a good fight. But little did we know, Zepeda had a lot of stuff in his back pocket. I guess that first round was just a feel-out round because from rounds 2 to rounds 5, Zepeda just simply dominated Gesta. He was fighting at a super high volume, just pressing Gesta, throwing hundreds of punches. It was just nonstop work from from Zepeda, and Zepeda wasn't even tiring. He wasn't even slowing down. And yeah, he was just dominating Gesta, going to the body, to the head. And like I said before, it was from rounds 2 to rounds 5. It was the exact same work rate, just going forward on Gesta, throwing huge combinations to the body, to the head. Just a dominant performance in those rounds. And at the end of the 5th round, they were looking to stop the fight because Gesta, especially in that 5th round, like from rounds 2 to rounds 4, Gesta was getting hit a lot, but wasn't really looking like that he was that hurt, but he was getting hit a lot. Then in round 5, Gesta's body language was completely off. He looked like he didn't kind of want to be in there, looked a bit more tired, and looked just really dejected and very tired, as opposed to Zepeda, who was still throwing tons of punches. And then in between the 5th and the 6th round, they were going to stop the fight. The corner was debating it, the referee was debating it, the doctors were debating it. They sent him out to the 6th round, and then Zepeda was just unleashing multiple combinations on Gesta on the ropes. Referee almost stopped it at one point, and then Zepeda continued on with more combinations. Referee was about to jump in, and then Gesta's corner stopped the fight, leaving the referee to wave it off. So, yeah, very, very good performance from William Zepeda, throwing so many punches, showing his sheer volume and conditioning. So this goes in the question, what is next for him? He is now 29-0 with 25 KOs. He is the WBA, or he's very high rated in the WBA. He's the current WBA Continental Americas champ. So, I mean, really, it could be interesting. He could get a world title shot soon. Devin Haney, obviously, as we all know, is moving up in weight to take on Regis Prograis for his 140-pound title. I don't really know what that leaves the belts at 135, if they go vacant or anything like that. But currently Devin Haney is the undisputed champ. So yeah, just a very interesting situation. We could see William Zepeda fighting for that WBA world title, maybe even against maybe Gervonta Davis if they do some type of cross promotion, because Davis is the WBA regular champion. They could fight for the super title, or Zepeda could fight someone else for the super title, or fight someone else in his next fight for a final eliminator or something like that, some type of big eliminator in his next fight. But as for Mercito Gesta, losing here for the 4th time in his career, his record goes down to 34-4 with 3 draws and 17 knockouts. For Gesta, I still think he's a very solid fighter. Had some good wins going into this fight. That's why he got this shot. Defeated Joel Diaz Jr. and Jojo Diaz Jr. But yeah, for Gesta, I think he's going to bounce back and be put on a Golden Boy card. Might be against a decent level, top 15, top 25 opponent. Because Gesta is, I would say, definitely around that level. He's very solid. He could beat a lot of those guys around that level, I'd say. And I think that's definitely what he should continue on with in his career next. So overall, William Zepeda puts on an absolutely dominating performance over Mercito Gesta, throwing hundreds of punches with high volume, getting the 6th round stoppage victory. And again, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.